Welcome to Pod Me If You Can TV, where we find obscure films with your favourite stars and we discuss them. Today's film is Jane Doe. This one stars Teri Hatcher and Rob Lowe, and it is a thriller of a film. It is directed by Kevin Elders, and his other film sounds like a nominee for our podcast, Lloyd. Just quickly, it's called Simon Says with a Z, and stars Dennis Rodman and Dane Cook.
Awesome.
Yeah, just a possible future episode there. Look, this was executive produced by Joel Silver in 2001. We've covered a Dean Cain movie with Future Sport. Now it's Teri Hatcher's turn. Also, obviously, of Lois and Clark fame and Desperate Housewives fame. She's the lead. And the first 15 minutes of this film are pretty damn good. The opening 2 minutes, her phone rings. She gets told her husband and son have been kidnapped. She's already aware of this fact, but that she has to run around and do these errands or they'll die. Then they throw a severed finger through the window to like make their point. One of them's already lost a finger, kind of thing. So she has to go first errand, go pick up a gun from the back seat of this nearby car. Second errand, go learn how to use it at this gun range. And then she's going to go to her work, download a file from a disk, and do this drop off the gun and the disk at a drop point, right?
Yep.
So the first 15 minutes drive this film really, really well. I think it's like the best part of the film is the opening. She gets to this drop point. I should mention her job is she is to do with security and passwords, and so she can sort of log in and download this file and so forth from this secure company. The company's name is Cy-Kor, CY-KOR, and what she doesn't realize is she's gotten too close to a conspiracy. So when she gets to the drop point, somebody in a balaclava assassinates somebody else, and she is framed for it.
Right.
Boom. So that's 15 minutes of the film. She gets her son back. He has all 10 fingers, and the son is the worst actor in the film. I'm just going to say it. Every scene he's in feels very forced, and every actor seems to have problems acting with him. He's not a strong actor, and it shows. So
Probably
they're trying
a
to kill
producer's kid.
Could be. He's been in a couple other things, including Ice Princess. So anyway, he and the mum, Teri Hatcher, are now on the run because the police and the news reports and everything say she killed this guy because, she's a ex-employee and, she's all deranged and whatever. So she can't go home. She doesn't know what to do. And the guy who was on the phone with her for the first 15 minutes, his name is Lucky. He's trying to kill her as well. Now, the police and the newspapers and stuff never feature again. They're not a real part of this film. But Lucky is. And he's the terrible scene with him. He's at gunpoint and she tells him to put his face down in a toilet, which is, clogged up with stuff. And he's all like, oh, I've got to flush first. And then she's like, we don't have time for that, sticking her gun at him and stuff. And he kicks her from behind. And then the son jumps up and does this acrobatic kick to knock him into the toilet bowl and presumably knock him out. It's not a well-done scene. Quite possibly the worst scene, yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was a struggle, that scene. But 28 minutes in, Rob Lowe appears. He's her ex-husband. They were married for 9 years. They've been split up for 5. And he's been a member of the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, for that entire time. He's been lying to her. It's kind of got an element of true lies to it. And the son is also a mole or an operative for Rob Lowe. So these twists and stuff keep coming. It's like an espionage film. So there's like a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people have guns, a lot of henchmen, a lot of agents. This other agent tries to kill them he's driving them in a van and they're in the back of the van. He ties a rope to the steering wheel and just like puts down a brick and lets it go towards this cliff. And there's just constantly, you don't know who to trust, and there's all these double crosses and so forth. Look, she uses her friend Niles to access the servers for Cy-Kor and shut everything down for the company, so they have to meet up with her. And she has a chance to kind of get even, and it's a very chatty film. Every other scene is them talking about why someone betrayed someone else. And there's all these guns, but there's very few action scenes involved. There's really the threat of action and death and stuff. until, you know, the big ending, which I won't spoil, but it involves a non-lethal missile named Elvis. So there you go. There's your clue. The supporting cast are very forgettable. The big bad guys and stuff, they're very kind of TV movie and B-movie kind of action bad guys. And because of the supporting cast and everyone being so forgettable, Teri Hatcher really comes out quite golden. Rob Lowe's sort of not in that many scenes, so he's sort of phoning it in a little bit, but it's very much Teri Hatcher's movie. And yeah, as I said, the first 15 minutes is intense.
Yeah, it sounds like they sort of put all their effort into the opening and then it just falls apart, kind of like Blade 1.
Yeah, okay, sure. That's an apt example. Yeah, the opening is very strong, but it never quite matches that intensity again, and so as a result, I guess, you don't really care as much. Yeah. Anyway, find more from us at www.podmeifyoucan.com.